this whole YouTube thing started, when I say things online or anywhere, I see them from a creator's perspective rather than a consumer's perspective. I see content online and I'm like, I can talk about this, I can jump on this topic, let me review this app or this device. But in all this, I'm still human and I love entertainment and medicine. In this video, I'm going to take you through my January monthly favorites, where I talk about what I've actually loved the most in this month, or what I've discovered, some new stuff I've discovered for myself in this month. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Samuel, a second year medical student currently studying in Russia, and on this channel we talk about productivity, medicine, lifestyle, and generally, of course, days in the life of a medical student. So if you're up for topics like this and you want to see more of this content, nice contents like this, then a sub to this channel will be a very amazing thing to do, so you get on top of every single content I drop twice every single week. So this video is kind of different from what I normally create, and this is what I plan to do every single month, bring out to you or talk about, give you guys insight into my life, what I actually do or what I found interesting in a particular month. And so this month I've tried not to actually be educative. I try to turn more into the entertainment part of my life. If you ask my friends, I'm actually someone who jokes a lot about a lot of things. So this video, I'm not going to be going into educative stuff, but some I might kind of jump into it because it's a big part of my life, so I might still enter into the educative stuff. But bulk of what I'm going to talk about today is the entertainment part of my life and what I've actually found interesting in this January. So in this video, we're going to be talking about blog, we're going to be talking about my favorite YouTube channels or favorite YouTube videos. I'm going to be talking about podcast, and I'm also going to be talking about a concrete stuff that I got for myself or something I love the most in this month. I hope this video is very short because I don't really want to bore you guys, but if you're not interested in this kind of videos into my life or talking about my life, you can actually check my other educative content on the channel. A lot of educative content on the channel, so you can check any of those other videos out. And please, you can spend your time doing something productive rather than listening to a medical student talk about his life. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about in this video today, quickly, shortly, is the blog Viva Saver. And Viva Saver is a medicine, motivation, not just medicine, motivation and lifestyle blog or personal development blog. And she uploads new blog posts every single week, every single Sunday by 8 p.m. or so, I guess. And so this is a very nice blog post in the sense that, to me, before, when I started creating these YouTube videos, when I started talking about fun facts and all of that, then I used to be very interested in blog posts because that was where I used to get my content. I didn't used to write my content myself. I didn't used to write from my head. I just copy and paste from a blog post and just add some new stuff to it. Find a blog post every single week, very educative, very interesting. It's a neat blog post, and I think you'd actually love it. So the first thing you're going to find under my subscribe button after the like button is the link to our email newsletter, so you can actually subscribe to that so you get notified every single time she uploads a new blog post. I'm also going to leave the link to our blog there in the description box, so you can also check it. It's just vivasaver.com. Trust me, if you try this blog post out or read some of them, you'd actually find them very educative and interesting, and you won't regret your time reading it. So this is actually a disclaimer before I go on. None of these things I'm talking about on this channel is sponsored. As far as I'm concerned, this video I'm putting out today, whatever date it comes out, is actually not a sponsored video. It's a normal video of me just talking about things I love, not that I'm being paid to talk about any of them. So this is a very fair and honest review of things I love. Moving on to the next one, to the YouTube channels. But before I go on, if you have any blog posts or you have any blogger that's been doing well and talks about educative stuff or interesting stuff that you think I might love, you know me very well, you know what I love, so you can actually drop it down in the comment section below and I'll obviously check it out. Or if you have anything and I can actually talk about, you can also drop it down in the comment section. So now moving to the YouTube channels, I am of course a YouTuber, and the biggest app on my phone that I spend most of my time on is actually YouTube. Not just creating stuff, but also in getting interested in other people's stuff and watching other people's videos. And personally, I'm someone who is interested in medicine because I'm a medical student, not really because I want to really learn medicine. I don't really watch a lot of videos about medicine, except that I really want to learn whatever I have to do in school. But if you look at my YouTube history, going through my YouTube history, what you find there are videos, probably funny videos about some comedians or some compilations of some funny videos, or the bulk of it or most of what I watch is about tech and all these new devices, gadgets and all of that. And this is what I'm going to be talking about these two YouTube channels, MKBHD and Mr. Who's the Boss. Of course, these people are big. It's not like it's sponsored. You probably already know about them. But one thing I love about MKBHD is that his videos are very nice, crispy. I think he edits his videos himself, and I don't really just enjoy the information from the video, but I enjoy the cinematic or the look of his video generally. It just looks neat and kind of motivates me that, okay, we can actually get to this point at a particular point in time. So if you love tech or you want to get interested in tech or new devices in the world, you can actually subscribe to his channel and watch every single video he uploads. He talks about devices, every single tech you can think of, phones, wristwatches, even cars, electric cars or Porsche or something like that. So you can actually get interested in those kind of stuff. He also has a podcast, so if you're into podcasts or like listening to podcasts, he has a waveform podcast that you can listen to anywhere. I don't really listen to his podcast, but I know he has a podcast, so if you're interested in those kind of stuff, you can also check it out. Also leave a link to his channel down under my like and my subscribe button. Now the second channel also in this same direction is MrWhoseTheBoss. They've actually made videos together, which I love, and MrWhoseTheBoss has a different taste to the way he reviews videos. They are both tech reviewers. I think MKBHD is probably the best tech reviewer in the world, and Aaron, MrWhoseTheBoss, is actually the best UK tech reviewer. And so I think I also love Aaron, the way he actually puts a lot of energy into his video. You actually see a lot into the editing. If you actually take note of these little stuff, you would see that MrWhoseTheBoss actually puts a lot of time into his editing, and his videos are very nice. So if you're actually interested in tech and you also want to watch more videos on tech, you can check MrWhoseTheBoss YouTube channel out on YouTube, and of course follow him and watch some of his videos. Now, leaving tech, I think if you ask Evelyn, one of the most common videos I watch on YouTube now is that they title them videos I found on Reddit. I don't know where they get these videos from, and these videos are very funny. They're just how people watch people die inside. These are just interesting videos I watch till I sleep. I just stay on my bed and watch this video, or when I'm not in my productive time, I just watch this video and have fun, screen record them, send to my friends, and actually make them laugh. And that's actually what I find interesting on YouTube. So if you're interested, you can just type videos I found on Reddit. There are a lot of them, tons and tons of them. So they're actually funny videos, and you can check them out too. Quickly to the next one. These are podcasts, and the first one, or the first ever podcast I've ever listened to, is Not Overthinking, and this is owned by Ali Abdaal, of course my role model, if I can say that. Ali Abdaal and his brother, I don't know, twin brother or whatever, his brother, and they just talk about stuff, general stuff, trivial stuff. Probably they talk about productivity sometimes, and sometimes they just talk about different topics. And the best app I actually use to listen to this podcast for free is AIRR. I'll probably leave a link to the app also down in the description box, so you can check it out. It's on iOS. I think it's also on Android, so you can actually listen to this podcast. That is where I've also sometimes listened to Waveform podcast. I've listened to it before, the podcast owned by MKBHD. And so my main podcast I listen to is Not Overthinking. They just talk about trivial stuff, just anything, just two guys talking about stuff, and listening to them while working out, listening to them just on the bed, listening to them while washing plates or doing the dishes. Is actually very interesting, and makes me feel like I'm using my time a little better than the way I could have, because you are learning something while doing something else. Yeah, so I think you can actually check them out, Not Overthinking. And I think they have a Twitter account, and they also have a website, so you can check notoverthinking.com, and you can also check Not Overthinking on Twitter. You can follow them and of course get interesting stuff to listen to. Now moving on to very concrete stuff, something you can hold on to. This January I bought myself this lamp, and I think in a way I think it's a failure, in a way I think it's very nice. I actually bought it for the aesthetic look. Like, I've not actually been studying a lot throughout this January because we're on holiday. I bought it for my table just to make the table look nice when I'm studying, or when I'm recording for my study with me videos, just to make the video look nice. And I bought it for myself. I thought it was actually going to be smelling, make the whole aura around my table actually smell nice, but apparently not. But if you smell it, it smells nice on its own, but it doesn't bring out the smell. I guess they sell those stuffs too, but I'm not really interested in that. I think that talking about this lamp is actually really weird, but it's one of the monthly favorite what I actually found. Yeah, so actually that's it. That's everything I wanted to talk about. The blog, Viva Silva, the YouTube channels, MKBHD, MrWhoseTheBoss, and videos I found on Reddit, the podcast Not Overthinking, and you can also check Waveform podcast out, the concrete stuff, my table lamp that I bought this January, which is very, very weird. If you like this kind of videos where I talk about things that I'm actually interested in rather than talking about productivity, educative, how to study, whatever, you can drop it in the comment section. I actually love reviews from you guys, and I think that will help me to make better ones for February, March, and other months. So if you love the video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to actually share this video to your friends if you think they will be interested. But this is kind of a family video for my subscribers, people that want to know more about me. And so that's been it. Catch you guys very soon in the next one. Very, very soon in the next one. Bye. Peace.